Hello relatives, welcome to this Schlagbite. July 30th, it's finally happened. The President of the United States has faced the fact that the patriotic thing to do is wear a mask. He's also canceled his Showtime Republican Convention in Jacksonville. And why all this? Because he knows that the virus is going to defeat his re-election. The grim reality is that much of the coronavirus could have been avoided if we had a leader who understood what scientists were telling us. Instead, Trump politicized the agenda. He set up a battle between Americans, that you were either an enemy or a friend of this freedom-loving nation. I can't believe, not in my heart, that most Americans think Donald Trump is emblematic of who we are as a nation. I do feel in my bones, however, that a power shift is going to happen. But it's important, I think, to know that just because somebody else gets the keys to the car doesn't mean they know how to drive it. In this new world, all the old boundaries have been shattered. There's a revolutionary technology. We have crippling economic disparities. There's political extremism, climate change, and now we add to this brutal pandemic. Every aspect of our economic and physical survival, however, is not just dependent on a power shift. It's got to be accompanied by a mind shift. A mind shift to a world in which human beings can distinguish what's real from what's fake. A place where right and wrong is not determined by what you can get away with. A place in which we find some common ground. A mind shift to what's possible in the pursuit of our shared humanity. Now I think, is this just the stuff of dreams? Is it possible for us to come together and bridge our differences rather than to be consumed by them? So, I was reading the morning paper several days ago and looking at the streets of Portland burning and thinking it's unlikely that mind shift is coming, until I came to an editorial in the same edition, and that made me think that what I dared to imagine is possible. The Confederate Troops Memorial in front of the state capitol here in Phoenix was recently moved. It had become a polarizing symbol of the division in our nation. And the entire editorial staff opined that the city of Phoenix consider a new memorial, a monument to honor Annie Wanika, a Native American woman who changed the health of the Navajo Nation. Raised in a traditional family, she saw the devastation that was caused by high infant mortality rates, infectious diseases, from tuberculosis to influenza, and she made her life's work spreading public health among her people. She was able to integrate traditional and Western medicine. She could tell the ancient legends in a way that her people could understand, how they were being invaded by monsters that they couldn't see, and that Western doctors had things that could also make them well. Annie Wanika was a tribal councilwoman, a revered political activist. She was declared an Arizona legend and given the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom by Lyndon Johnson. I was blessed to know her as a friend and mentor. She was a true boundary crosser, one of those rare individuals who could stand between cultures and bridge their differences. I'm thinking a memorial to a Native American woman who brought communities together to heal. What a splendid idea at this extraordinary time, and restored my faith in the potential for mind shift happening. In these difficult days, relative, stay connected, stay together. This can happen. Persevere. I say this to you, all my relations. Mitakuye.